I'm tired of that. I just can't believe it's only a fact that you are for him and I am for that. And I can't believe it's only a fact.
Welcome to Keep Me Alive. That was Tales of Creature with Goodbye. And their EP just came out on platforms. They just had some stuff on YouTube for a while, and now it's all out. So go grab that crap. It's excellent. And I think they have a video coming out soon, so that's exciting. Crown. See, I've already screwed up. Great. Well, see you guys later.
Hey man, it can only go from here.
Crimson Thorn is with me tonight from Maryland. Welcome, guys. It's very nice to have you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have some ties that we didn't even know about, except for the Bel Air thing. We knew about that a little bit ahead of time. My brother-in-law's from Bel Air, and you guys are in that area. But okay, we need to go around and do names because I just know Matt. You know, so are you guys all Matt?
Yeah.
Can I just say, hey, Matt?
Changeably Matt.
Yeah. Anthony, Chance,
Matt.
You know Matt.
What's going on, dude?
Okay, so Anthony has ties to Clarksburg because you have family that lives there, and that's where I'm from. Which is crazy. This isn't going to be a crazy episode, you know?
It's full circle, man.
Yes. Now, Chance, is there a chance that you have some family in West Virginia also?
I doubt
I
it.
don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. How about you, Matt?
Ohio originally? Yeah.
Iowa?
Ohio.
Oh, I was going to say Iowa. Damn, that's a long way away.
Yeah, no.
Ohio. Okay. Where in Ohio are you from? Or you have family?
Northeastern. It's like near Cleveland.
Okay, cool. I've been to Cleveland a couple times. Cleveland's cool. You guys been out that way?
I went to Ohio one time by accident. So
That's probably right. Yeah. That's probably
in
good.
college I played rugby and we had a game out in Wheeling and we took an exit and ended up in Ohio and then promptly went back around right back into West Virginia.
Did we talk about that at the show? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we did.
Anything's possible.
Anything is.
I'm not responsible for anything that I have or have not said at the show.
So I met you guys briefly, I guess, at Zen West in Baltimore when I was out with Rain to Z on tour, and it sucked because I didn't get to really see your whole set. I saw like the beginning, and then I was summoned out. I don't know why I was summoned. Why? I'm not a mechanic at all. Like, I know nothing about vehicle. I can't even change my own oil in my truck. I have no idea. I know you have to like release. You know, I know a little bit about it, but I wouldn't get under there and do it. You know, just probably be all over me. But anyway, like, so I don't know why that they would. I think Zosha came inside. Zosha from Rain to Z, she came inside. She said, "Hey, you might want to go out there. This would be good behind the scenes footage because that's what I was shooting for them." And I was like, "Okay." So I went out there. You know, just. I kind of want to watch you guys, but you know, here I go. So I go out there. I'm out there, and I'm like looking around. And there's nobody around, but I hear voices. But I hear voices all the time. So I went around the vans, and one of the guys from Bullet to the Heart was up in the hood, underneath the hood of their van, and I'm like, this is not behind the scenes footage. This is outside. I don't want to be. I want to be in there watching. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's just not fun.
so I kind of got involved with my flashlight on my phone. And I was like, oh, no, now I'm stuck here with holding this. You know.
Yeah.
Not knowing what they're talking about cylinders and this is out and this is leaking. They got stuff all over them. And then I was like, wait a minute. My buddy that I just talked to, he was supposed to be at that show at Zen West, but he couldn't because he had family obligations. But he's a diesel mechanic, or he used to be a diesel mechanic. So I was like, I'll call him because it's a diesel van.
Oh, there you go.
Then I was stuck with my phone outside because they were on the phone with him, and he's on speakerphone, and it's up in the, you know.
You made yourself a VIP.
Yeah.
So I was stuck out there for your entire set, other than I think the last song, which I don't even know what it was at the time because I was just trying to get back inside, and people were like, "When are you doing?" I'm trying to help with a stupid van and all this stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were wanting to ride to the airport to rent a van. I was like, I don't want to leave. I'm not that guy for this tour. I'm not the rover guy, you know. But and plus, I don't know my way. I barely even got to Baltimore. I can't maneuver around there. You know,
it's confusing as hell.
Is the traffic always shitty in Baltimore?
Yes, and nobody knows how to drive.
So back about a year ago now, the Key Bridge fell, right? So
yeah, that sucked. Yeah,
that has taken all of that traffic and just jammed into that section at 95.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
dude,
they haven't rebuilt. Are they going to rebuild that? They're going to have to.
No,
right?
I don't think so.
They're doing a new bridge, right? But it's going to be completely different.
Is it going to be over top of this old one though? Like,
Well, they have to
same
pull
spot?
they have to pull all that shit out of there. But
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah,
not
that's true.
don't know anything about engineering, but I can tell you that they drilled those posts into the bedrock, right? So they have to do all that work to get that old shit out and put
Yeah, that's true.
stuff in. It's going to take
Years.
Years, yeah. Well, yeah, I was. I should have done what Ray and Z did when they left Chesapeake that night, the night before. Berg, the bass player, he's like, "Well, we're gonna drive probably all the way to Baltimore because I want to get around DC. You know, I don't want to have to do that tomorrow." But my plans were, I had a different itinerary than them. They sleep in their van. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm just not gonna. Of course, they've been on the road for about a month and a half. You know, they can't sleep in a hotel every night, but I can because it's only 4 nights,
Right.
5 nights. So my plan was to stop in Williamsburg. It's about not really halfway, but kind of. And that was my plan, to just stop there and then drive the rest of the way. That was the worst idea.
Oh, no.
Williamsburg's not bad. It's not bad. But it was. I looked at. I put the Zen West address in when I was in Williamsburg, but like I think it's 17 minutes up the road there was an accident on the interstate, and it wasn't even 95. It was like 81 or something like that. Does that sound right? 81, I think. Something.
yeah.
85. I don't know, something like that. But and it was like a parking lot. So my GPS is like telling me to take these back roads, and it's Google Maps, so it's usually right. It usually takes you around this stuff, and it took me around. I saw a lot of the countryside on that trip, lots of it, and it sucked because everybody else was going that way too. You know, everybody's GPS.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So there's no traffic lights on these farm roads. There's stop signs, and you know they're usually not 4-way stops. So you got to wait for traffic to go, and that's what there's lineups on these country roads, like in front of these people's houses. They're coming out, like taking pictures and shit. I'm like, what is happening here?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Yeah. Why are you on our private road? This is our private road? You know, but it was. I mean, people were passing, people were honking horns. I'm like, I'm not gonna be late. It's gonna be fine. So I finally get through all that, and it's funny because like those back roads, they'll cross over top the interstate. And looking down, just a parking lot of people like just stuck their trucks and shit. And I was like, but then I'd get up to a stop sign and be in a long ass line again. But you know, if you have to pee, that'd be a good time because the line ain't moving anyway. So you know,
Throw it in control and let it roll.
I didn't do that, but I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. So I got through that stuff, but then when I got to like Arlington, I think. Because it took me over, I don't know where the hell I was at. It was taking me all these back roads off. I would be on 95, then I'd be off at 95, going through and then school would be letting out somewhere. Headache. Basically, it took me a long time to get to freaking Baltimore. You know.
So what you did was you put yourself on that was Friday night.
Friday, yep.
Took and put yourself between Baltimore and Washington on a Friday during rush hour.
Idiot. I'm an idiot. You know.
No, man. It's things that I think about all the time. I'm like, I'll go west, I'll go east. I do not want to be in that straight line between Baltimore and Washington.
But I had a hotel. I got a hotel room at the Inner Harbor, or the Hilton Garden Inn or something.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to stop there and change, you know, and then I'd go up to the show. Well, I'm almost there, right? I'm on this bridge somewhere, and it was 5 miles. 30 minutes. It said 30 minutes, 5 miles. I'm like, how is this possible? It's right there. I can see the hotel from here, you know, but I can't go anywhere. All 8 lanes are just freaking packed. And I was like, where are these people going? Is there a football game? No. Is there a baseball game? No, because there's no baseball. They don't have hockey. So like, I'm just thinking of all these scenarios where there could be this much traffic, this much influx into Baltimore, but
we live in hell. It's
Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, and it's hell and it's Friday. So basically, I drove in front of the hotel. I saw where the hotel was, and then I said, you know what? I'm just going to get right to the venue. And I hadn't eaten all day because I was going to eat before I left Williamsburg, and I didn't do that either. Idiot, you know. I didn't plan very well for that leg of the trip.
There's a pattern.
You were accounting for normal human traffic. You encountered northeast, well, I guess central East Coast traffic.
Yeah. It was awful. But I made it. And thankfully, you guys didn't play till later. Like, because the first the chick was playing when I got there, and I was like, I need some food in this bitch right now.
Yeah.
Like, give me some food. I don't care
There's
where
good
anybody.
food there though.
I had that pulled pork sandwich thing, the purple with the purple cabbage and shit. I didn't see any cabbage on there, but it was good. Regardless, I just devoured it. It was awesome.
Yeah, man.
All right, enough about my stupid trip to there. But next time it'll be on a weekday.
Our lovely area of Baltimore.
Well, I just didn't plan it out right. I should have followed Berg's advice and just went right through that night, but I didn't plan my trip that way. I can't cancel my hotel.
Yeah.
I can just not go, but that's it's money that I don't have much anyway. So. Okay, all right. Tell me about Crimson Throne. Tell me about you guys. Where'd this idea come from? Did you guys know each other growing up, or tell me all about you?
So, him and I were in community college together. We didn't know each other at the time. We were just we're in the same class. It was a music class, and electronic music, is that what it was? Yeah. And one of the projects was you have to make your own music through the program we were using, and everyone's got their own different things. And I liked metal, so I created a little metal song with just some drums and some guitar or whatever. And he asked me a couple of days later or whatever, he was like, "Hey, I'm in a band and we need a guitarist. I heard what you put in there. Do you want to join?" And I was like, "Sure." So we got in there, and we had other members before Matt, and we were just fiddling around for a couple of years. We put a couple songs out, but we didn't really do anything. We weren't playing anywhere. It was just practicing every week for no reason other than just practicing and hanging out.
Yeah.
So eventually, some of the members just lost motivation, and we moved on, and then we picked up Matt a little while later, and then he you went to college with Brendan, right? That's how you met him? Yeah.
Another college.
Yeah, they went to Towson University together for music, and we got him on bass. Now he's actually switching to guitar. He's been learning all the songs, so he'll be a second guitarist. And
Nice.
Yeah, man. So that's kind of how it started. We were on a different band. I'm not saying the name because we just want to put that in the dirt.
That was my next question, though.
We were originally called Before the Light Dies.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's just it's long and it's a little cringy, and we were like,
insert metalcore name here.
Yeah, pretty much. So when we got the new members and everything, we're all sitting in the basement in my place, because that's where we record everything. It was all of us and girlfriends and whatnot, and we were all sitting around because we wanted to change the name. So we're all we have these AI generators on our phone, and we're trying to put shit together. And I think I got the Crimson part, and someone else got a bunch of different things. We're bouncing the ideas around.
Adjective noun.
Yeah, pretty much. And
what were some of the? Do you remember some of the combinations?
Crimson Skies, Crimson Lake.
Because we started out with Withered Skies.
Withered Skies was
That's
originally
not bad, really, but Withered is
you
kind
gotta
of
be a death metal band or a
Yeah.
rock metal band.
That's going to be a side project. We still have the name. We still have it. We have some song, a song, but we gotta figure out a time and place to do that. But
be like funeral core or something like that. You'd have to be.
We don't know
If
yet.
I have Eddie Say over it, it's gonna be blackened death metal.
You'd have something.
Yeah.
There is a band in Charlotte called Wilt Wither, but they're like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you have Wither in the name, it's got to be dark, right?
Right.
It's no more fun.
It's not really a dark sounding name, Wither. It doesn't really sound like it would be.
Well, when you put it like that, I guess. But
yeah, it's more like pop.
Yeah.
I can do that with anything, right?
So our
You
basis.
go, Dad.
Crimson Throne. You
Right, yeah, there you go.
Aw. But our bassist was the Withered Skies just doesn't sound like the music we're putting out.
Yeah.
Can we do something else? And so then that's when we came up with the Crimson Throne thing. And the bassist girlfriend, she does graphic design and everything. She's an art major, art teacher now. So she created our logo. She created all of the images for the album covers and everything. So she's really talented. And I mean, we'll throw her some money. She doesn't ask for it, but just so she knows we appreciate it, because
sure, yeah,
it takes time, and being a teacher is not. You cherish the little time you have when you're not lesson planning and grading and dealing with BS. So yeah, that's pretty much our history in 5 minutes.
So you guys recorded at your place, Anthony?
So we write everything at my place. I don't have soundproofing or anything. I have I have like really good speakers and I got some good gear and stuff. I use everything on Pro Tools. So I know how to mix everything. I can record some of it, like the guitars, but really we record everything through my friend. And he works underneath a guy who is the guitarist for Ice Nine Kills. Do you know that band?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he plug for Mr. Jay Clark. If you need to get mixed, go to him.
Woo!
But you know, he's been my buddy for like 10, almost 15 years, something like that. So you know, when we really started doing this more seriously, he was like, you know, you get the homie discount, obviously. Like you come over and we'll record things. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Like it'll just be a flat rate. So he records all the guitars, all the vocals. If we wanted to do live drums, we could do that, but it's just easier to do everything through like the computers now.
Exactly.
Same with bass. Like we've tried to do live bass before, but we play in low tunings, and I'm sure other bands can.
What do you guys play in? I'm just out of curiosity. But
Oh my God, what don't we? Okay,
what don't we play in is the question.
We play in drop B for most of the 6-string songs, or drop A sharp. There's one song where we take drop A sharp and then the bottom string we tune down to G, and then for 7-string everything's in G besides Skylines and F sharp.
Okay, hold on a second. Never mind. No, I'm not a guitar player. Go ahead.
No, yeah. So it's
I'm just trying to figure it out.
So we have a 6-string song where our low string is tuned to what we play in most of our 7-string songs. So it's
a hybrid tuning.
It gets muddy. There's a point where it's like Brendan, like he and I are playing the same thing, but exact same thing, and the exact.
Well, I mean, like I play guitar, but like I play in standard tuning and drop D sometimes because it's one string to tune. We played. We went up to Pittsburgh. Or I went up to Pittsburgh to see a show, and then I was doing a live show like this at 3 Leagues to Rome's practice space. And Rob, the guitar player for the Deviant Cause that I play in, he was going to meet me up there with our drummer, and they tuned my acoustic guitar in like to open D or something like that, so I could just strum, because I'm just a strummer. I don't pick through anything. And when I got there before Rob and Josh got there, and one of the guys wanted to play around with my guitar, and he put it back into standard tuning. So when we got to play, all I did was play the low string, and that's it, because the rest of it didn't work the right way. You know? I had no idea what it was, but I mean, it went fine. But you know,
yeah. I don't know. We play in all kinds of tunings, and eventually I feel like we're gonna need to like streamline for like live purposes, just to make it go so much smoother.
Yeah, playing guitars.
Yeah,
and then he has guitars. So
yeah, between the two of us, it's like so many. So like I pack up all my guitars and bring them when we play live. He brings all of his, and
that was the biggest thing about, like, so you were at the Zen West show. That was the biggest thing about the Zen West show that I noticed, is that the bands before us and even the bands after us never had a guitar change. And I'm sitting there with a rack of like 4 guitars. I'm like, this is too much, man.
You just showed them off. That's all.
Shit, and just Olympic changing. Like, I'm not even playing the guitar at that point. I'm just
he's trying to tune, and we're like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?"
Yeah. We're waiting on you. Hurry up.
Gotta drive. Everything changed. Everything's out of tune. It's all fucked.
Oh yeah. There was a little nightmare before. Like we had gotten there. This is way before like any of the bands started. We're trying to get all of our stuff unpacked, make sure we got everything. He doesn't have his battery pack for in-ears.
Yeah.
You had the in-ears, right? You had the headphones themselves, but you didn't have the pack.
I have several sets of headphones. So I took out my in-ear, being the responsible person I was like, you know what? I'm going to change the batteries in these. And I took it out and I changed the batteries. And I was like, well, I don't need this. And I left it and just rolled off to the show. And I get there, and I was the first one there by like, probably a half an hour. So I'm sitting there for a while, and I was just checking everything. I started tuning guitars and whatnot. And we were going to check a like the volumes just for like our in-ears.
Yeah.
I went to pull mine out. I was like, I don't have them. Well, I'm like a 30-40 minute drive from Zen West, so I had to go take another hour and a half round trip around the world to figure that out.
Oh, you went back and got them?
Oh yeah.
I mean, nothing gets done without them, right? Like I won't hear a click or anything. So this is the first band that I've played in that we've used in-ears, and it's great. You know, I've always been of like the mindset where it's like, I don't you know,
So it's better than having like the monitors on the stage. Is that what you're saying?
it is, yeah. So it's 1,000 times better. If you're
I
comfortable
assume it
with a
is.
click, it's just you're just following the click.
Do you guys? Okay, here's a good question, and this might be a good question for anybody watching this in bands also. Do you guys play with tracks, like on a computer tracks? Like
Yes.
I've noticed that
Yeah.
when I went to the cities that we were in, pretty much everybody uses tracks.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about, so we have a show in February and with that Three Leagues of Rim band I was telling you about. And this is only our second time playing, and Rob we don't have a backup guitar player. It's just Rob playing guitar, and we have a bass player, then I sing, and then a drummer. And I was telling Rob this last night. I was like, all these bands use tracks. There's got to be a way that he can have that backup guitar player so he can because he wants to solo really bad, and he just doesn't have that person behind him. How do you keep that in sync with? Because you would think it would be out of tempo at some point, or is that what you're talking about with?
No, so like we do everything through Logic Pro on his Mac, and basically we have a session created where we have like the tracks themselves lined up. We print out a click track that's just for that song, right? So like if we're doing it for Lost, we would line everything up to the click and make sure that it's all in order. And then we have a transition period, then you go to the next song. So as long as you have like a click track printed and then you can line up like the guitar to it, then you just have to make sure that it lines up with where you want it in the song.
I see.
So yeah.
I'll have him watch this part of because he knows more about that than I do. We were thinking about like maybe like we need something with MIDI or something so something knows or you have to hit a foot switch or so. I don't know. Like he's like I might have to buy a foot switch to be able to trigger it or something. He goes through Reaper with everything because all of his guitar effects are all.
You can do it through Reaper too. Yeah. So like, does he play? Like does he use a live amp or is he running through Reaper with his amp sim?
I don't know. That's a good question. Rob,
okay.
He's not here, but
well, if he is running like a rig through the computer and not like an actual live amp, then he could just automate it. Which is,
I think he's going through it just to get the effects, but it's going to an amp after per sound. So he's not going through like the PA or the house or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
but the speaker that he uses is a PA speaker. It's not like a guitar amp. So yeah, it just goes through like to Reaper for his effects. And I guess I don't know. I have no idea what
we do.
That's how we do it. So if it's running through Reaper, then he definitely has like that's where his gear is, and then they send the signal to the front of house, and then they play it. So yeah, he could go on YouTube and just look up how to automate blah blah blah. And
we do the same. Like we use flags for like our pitch shifting and whatnot. So like you can do it with anything from like retuning. Some of the songs I won't retune. It'll just pitch shift.
Yeah.
So like you just create an instance and say like at this time of the session.
I think he does that too. Yeah, because we have I think we a couple of our songs are in B and then a couple of them are in D. And we're trying to adjust the set because there's just 4 songs. Our songs are like 8-9 minutes long. It's crazy, but we made the set list so he could he wouldn't have to change so much.
Yeah.
And of course the bass player's there. I don't have to tune.
Okay.
Must be nice.
Loser.
Loser, but he's good. We like Rick. How much more snow will fall with this winter storm? Hopefully none. I just alert on the phone. That's not really alert. That's not enough to interrupt me. I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and listen to. I want to go ahead and listen to what is it, Lost? Yeah, we'll listen to Lost.
Sure.
But before we do though, I had a guest on Sunday. His name's Chris Crave, and he has Crave Rock Radio. Go get the app and check it out, and you can actually request yourselves to be played on there and be heard on there. He really supports independent bands and unsigned bands. He really likes to do that. Of course, he has to play the popular stuff, to keep it going. But he likes to put in, I told him I would send him bands or recommend him.
It was a fun show. I like that.
Did you watch that show? Yeah, you were in the chat room for that. Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Definitely go check that out. It's the Crave Rock app, and you know, you think when you get an app, it's going to have all these ads. It has like a little ad at the bottom. It's just like a visual ad, like a Google ad or something. But you know, there's no commercials. They'll do like a break for like upcoming things or whatever. But other than that, it's pretty cool. It's a cool app.
Nice.
All right, tell me what Lost is about. Is it about being found?
No, definitely not. It was it's just like your typical breakup song, honestly. Like I went through a breakup, and I don't. At that time, I wasn't really good with like dealing with my emotions, like I guess normal people. So my way of like getting through it was just to put it into a song. So that's all really the big story behind it. I don't want to dive too deep into it, but that's the premise of it. It's just a song about losing somebody that you at one point in time cared about, relationship. But people can interpret it however they want, really. The lyrics aren't like super specific to just that, because I don't like to just write about one thing. I like to kind of leave it broad so people can, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Here is not Crown Throne, it's Crimson Throne. I will get it right. I don't know why I did that. That was the weirdest thing. I mean, it's written right there, but it's behind me. That's why I did, you know.
It's all good, man. You needed a mirror on your desk so you can see it.
Well, I mean, it's also in front of me because, you know, it's on the playlist. I mean, it's right there. I'm just dumb sometimes, you know. Anyway,
hey,
I'm just lost, I guess, you know.
Yeah, man. We'll find you.
Here's Lost by Crimson Throne.
Oh.
Show me a better place, a euphoric state of mind, somewhere safe from this miserable life, to the memories die, the same as you and I, nothing left to I've never felt so used.
it's like a ballad, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's just like it's sad, but it's not. I don't know. It's. I mean, I've heard it, but like, I tell people this all the time. It's so different when you have cans on and you're hearing everything, and it's like that. It's sad, and then all of a sudden that symphony comes in, and it's just like, but I'm okay. It's like I'm fine. Whatever it could be. And you're right that it's not so specific that it's. Well, this is my story, and that's all. It's whatever you think it might be. And I think, a lot of songs are like that. I think that's the best way to write anything lyrically.
Yeah. It's, for one, it makes it a lot easier to come up with things because, like, when you try to get too personal, sometimes you're like too afraid to talk about certain things, and you try to find like an ambiguous way of like getting to what you're trying to say without being so on the nose about it. So I think it's challenging, but it's also, for me, it's more rewarding to be able to portray what I've gone through or what someone I know has gone through in a way that anyone can interpret still.
How did you get through this song without screaming? Because that's a good way to get rid of that anger too, right?
It's different songs. I feel, I don't know. It's just whatever was going on in my head. Like when I was thinking of like writing the song, I didn't think of writing something that was really angry because I wasn't like angry about it. It was just like a sad time. So I feel like emotional. That's a better word for it. So like for a song like Skyline, totally different vibe. The lyrics, like they feel more aggressive. Or the song Circles, if you have checked that one out, like that song's about like
circles, squares, right?
Yeah, circles and squares. No,
shapes.
It's more of a mental health song. Like I had figured out that like I had anxiety really late in life, and I just wrote the song just about my anxieties and stuff.
Sure.
So that one is a little more specific, but at the same time, like everybody has anxiety, so like anybody can...
And everybody has some sort of mental illness too. I find that a lot. Most of the bands I talk to, their songs are about something mentally is going on, and whether it's them or somebody that they know, and it's just, a lot of people say, mental health or mental what. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody say it for me. Mental health awareness.
Yes.
It's just, it seems like, why do we need to be aware? Like we're aware of it, But it just seems like it's so prevalent nowadays. But it's always been around, It's always been around.
I think it's that it's getting accepted now.
Yeah.
Whereas
and I think it's important that you guys and other bands as well are doing songs about it. Regardless of what it's about for you. For them, it means something, that might mean something completely different to me. And just, it helps people. I think, it has to, that's why we do it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just fun.
My lyrics aren't really about that stuff yet. They're getting there, but they're diving. They're diving. That's be right. They dive into a dark place. But mental illness can be about anything. It doesn't have to be like your personal battles. It can be anything that you think. I don't know. I hate talking about that crap. I'm not a therapist, or I'm not a therapist. Okay, why am I getting these stupid? I don't care how much. We have snow. That's what it's out there.
Go look out the window.
Just go look outside. It's been doing it all day. And people still don't know how to drive in it around here either. Like we have this weather all the time. Well, not all the time, but like in the winter, every winter it happens. People can't even drive. Okay, I'm just going to tell a brief story of this because I've already told the whole story when it happened. I got hit by a box truck, okay? In my previous truck, not the one I have now, but my previous one. A box truck, okay? I see it coming around this curve. I get all the way over. I stop. I'm all the way to as far to the right as I can. There's a creek right down there. I can't go any farther. He comes around there and sideswipes the crap out of me. About this far from being head on. He gets out and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention."
What do you mean? You're driving.
It's okay. It's sunny. It's dry as hell outside. All you have to do is pay attention. Like just, it's a road.
Yeah.
Just $14,000 in damage, and that was just cosmetic because we didn't even get to they have to peel off the fender to see if the frame's messed up.
Right.
Trade in. Okay, so did you see an email about the segment that I do called Off Stage?
Yeah.
You see that? So only Matt saw it.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know
Okay.
if that was conveyed.
Surprising.
Okay, this is fairly new. I've done it the past few shows, but it's going good. But I have different questions tonight, and so I mentioned Chris Crave. So he has a girl on his station that does like updates, like the week update or something. Announces what they have coming up, and he's going to see if she can do a like some voiceovers for me. So like an intro so when we come on the show, and then something for this. I don't know what it would be yet. So I just kind of gave him some ideas of what she might be able to do. I don't know how much it's going to be. Hopefully it's not going to be that much. But I called off stage and it's so I told you about the wiener segment. I used to do the wiener segment. I did that for a year and a half. I'm done talking about wieners. I'm done talking about hot dogs. I don't really care.
No, we're
anymore.
not. No, we're not.
But
Let's
you guys seem interested in these wieners, so I don't know.
talk wiener.
Might have to wiener it up here.
Get the Franks out.
Go get the Franks and beans. What is it? Franks and beans from Something About Mary? Franks and beans. But so I quit doing that at the beginning of the year and started this landmark segment where I was like, because I like to know a lot about the areas where people are from, and that was okay for a while. But I was like, why don't we just really make it weird? I mean, the show's already weird, but let's make it even weirder and just go completely off topic about nothing about the band or anything, nothing about anything. Just something to get you guys to think together, but in a weird, strange way, if that makes any sense.
Sounds good.
So we called off stage. So this is where I would do like a little jingle or something that I don't have yet. So, just we'll bebop for a second. Off stage, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you guys want to come up with one, I'll use it for the rest of the time that I do this segment. Come up with a little fun.
Do we can come up with something for you.
Okay, cool. All right, now imagine you guys are putting on a talent show at Zen West. We'll just say it's Zen West.
Okay.
But none of you can showcase your musical abilities.
Oh, good.
So, what hidden talents would each of you reveal to the world or to Zen West? Each of you.
So like, okay, so just
anything other than your musical abilities. Yes, anything.
Individual or together?
Right.
Individual.
Okay. So we're each going up on stage by ourselves.
Play tennis with myself. My buddy Andy from Vermont showed me this one. So I can get it. Oh, I can't do it right now.
What are you doing?
Hold on. There you go.
He's making like a snapping sound.
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it. What exactly are you doing?
With myself.
Oh, you're playing with yourself. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, quite.
Nice.
I'm out of the way.
He also, I'm surprised you didn't say it. He can just get up on stage and just talk forever about absolutely nothing. Like
Really?
that is your hidden talent.
You don't know how hard it is to not just dominate this podcast with absolute bullshit.
So I'm holding you back. I'll give you time. We got time. We got plenty of time.
How long do you want to be live? How long can you
Well,
sit? I will.
He'll be here all night.
I don't have to vacate.
I always give the guests 5 minutes. Always give the guests 5 minutes at the end of the show to plug everything. So we'll let you do that.
Sweet.
So you have 5 minutes to talk about whatever you want.
Sick.
Oh man!
You guys allow him to do that. You guys have to allow him to do that.
Yeah,
it's not.
We'll just leave the room. It's okay.
I'll just cut him off. I won't even play the last song. I'll just cut him off.
Honestly, just hit the end button. Be like, oh.
I'm sorry. I messed up. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. I lost connection. Hidden. Oh, dude, I don't know. Like,
I kind of want to go to Chance because he's been the quietest.
Yeah, go.
There's always the quiet one that has the best talents.
I mean, like a really random thing. I'm super good with directions. So, like, if it's anywhere I've ever been, I could pretty much like draw you a map from one location to another without needing a GPS.
This is true.
That's a good person to be friends with.
So they could just be like, "Hey, how do you get here?" Like just having people shout out places, and I could more or less get them there just on the spot.
And sometimes that's better than the turn by turn crap, because I miss turnoffs all the time. I did it a few times going through Baltimore.
Yeah.
It would have been handy to know Chance ahead of time, not after.
Yeah, he could have drawn you a map, dude.
But way easier.
You countryside.
No, don't go that way. There's traffic that way. Go the other way. Go that way. Yeah. God. Next time.
I don't know.
All right, Anthony, what do you got? You're stirring over there. I see it.
I literally just
Oh, you got. Can you like? Okay, there was a guy from Ontario that turned his eyelids inside out. Can you do anything like that? What was it? Hold on. What was it? No side conversation.
He said my special talent is having a great set of lips.
Whoa. Well,
yeah.
I gotta do something here. Hang on a minute.
All right, we demonetized you. Thank you.
You're welcome, right? That's what you say. You're welcome.
I had to get at least one.
Yeah.
Well, what do the lips do that makes them so talented?
What don't they do is the question. It's only the things only go to Matt. That's the issue, not to the people that I should be using them for.
Huh. Well, we won't go beyond that. That's for the wiener segment, right?
Oh man.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. So we're missing one of your members, right, tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll include him on this because this is a band. I know it's not supposed to be about bands, but it kind of is. So, if you were to embark on a cross-country road trip together in a beat-up van, I don't know why it's got to be a beat-up van, but it's a beat-up van. Who would be the driver? Who's the driver? Who's the DJ? Who would be most likely to get lost or cause trouble? So I guess there's only three roles there, but you kind of give yourselves roles for this cross-country trip in this van. Like who's going to be the driver? Who's the DJ? Who's most likely to get lost? And since there's four, we'll say who's most likely to cause trouble for the rest of the guys.
Oh God! Well, Matt takes two of those.
Matt's
right. The troublemaker, but he would also probably be in charge of music because he has the most vast music taste out of everybody in the band. I mean, I'd probably be second because I venture out of the metal area, but whereas they don't really. Like
polka?
No, not that far. Not that far. Rein it back in a little bit.
Don't play Overdose?
No. Now, I'd be the driver because I usually always drive. Like if we go to concerts or whatever,
okay, well, I can't
I'm always
get
driving.
Lost. I just said that.
Correct. Well,
yeah, Chance is out of that one, yeah.
That's true.
He's probably the navigator. Chance is, right?
Yeah, he's the navigator for sure. He's leading me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you can make up roles for this too. What about was it Brandon we're missing?
Brendan, yeah.
Brendan, yes, Brendan. I had a guy on one time a long time ago when I first started this show, and I called him Brandon one time, and his name was Brendan. He was here, like it was a one-on-one thing, and I just started the show, so I was all nervous anyway. But he was like, "It's not Brandon, it's Brendan." And the dude had sunglasses on and everything, so I was already intimidated. I'm like, "Who is this? Who's this guy?" You know?
He's so cool and scary.
And he still wears sunglasses. It's the weirdest thing. Anyway, but yeah, he was like. So me and Rob always making a point. It's not Brandon, it's Brendan.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, Brendan. What would Brendan do on this weird trip?
What would Brendan do? If you're the music guy, but also the troublemaker.
I don't have to be both. You bestowed that upon
me.
But
you have to be both.
Now, would Matt and Brendan team up and be the troublemakers together?
No, Brendan is very passive and mellow guy. Yeah, he's very chill. Like we kind of bring it out of him. When we first met him, Matt and I are just complete idiots when we're together. And
I don't see it.
We told Brendan, we told him to warn him, he knows that we're weird, right? And we're not gonna stop being weird. We kind of can't. so
Brendan's like the mediator. He would be if something came up and there was trouble. He would be kind of
probably.
That's the band therapist right there.
Yeah, honestly.
There's got to be one of those. There's got to be a middleman.
That's his role. He'll be the band therapist. He'll keep us all level-headed.
Okay, let's do one more. Here. Let me see if I can
find
find
this
one.
game.
You like this game? I
Yeah.
like this game
It's
too.
pretty fun.
All right, let's see. All right, this is definitely a music question, but you only have three choices that I give you. So.
Okay.
So as a band, if you could only play one venue for the rest of your life, where would it be? Now, here's your choices. A giant hamster wheel, a haunted house, or a spaceship. And why?
Okay. Can I ask questions?
I don't have the answers, but yes.
I'm locked in no matter what he says.
Okay.
I know exactly what I want.
I know what he's going to say.
I think I know what he's going to say too. If we're in the space station, are there people there to see us? That's what I want to know.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. If we have no other Yeah, it's got to be the hamster wheel. That's pretty.
Why?
Cool.
Why would that be? For the rest of your life? I mean, you would get dizzy after a while, you would think. So you're
Well,
gonna
you
be
don't
dizzy.
have to run. You don't have to run on it. You can be stationary.
I would say the haunted house.
You do a haunted house?
Everybody's fear is different, right? I'm going to run into all sorts of different shit. Whatever you're afraid of and whatever you're afraid of, whatever I'm afraid of.
It's only haunted if it's in your mind that's haunted, you know, because sometimes I've had paranormal people.
Eventually I'm going to run into something I like.
Okay, here's a question that's it's more of like a Halloween question, but have you guys ever experienced anything paranormal that you can't, like, you think might be ghostly?
Oh boy, yeah.
Have you?
Really?
I don't know if we talked about this.
So I went from like staunchly not believing in anything paranormal at all to going over to this guy's house who was just kind of like, hey, my house is haunted. I don't know why. This house was built in the 90s, right? No reason it should.
It's what it's built on, I think, though, right? It's what it's built on.
I don't know.
Who knows?
For whatever it was, I mean, like, just crazy stuff over and over and over again throughout.
Like what would happen?
Okay, so we would walk around with like just a recorder, right? Just a tape recorder essentially. And I was with him this one night, and I remember he goes, he asked the question, "Are you my grandmother?" Nothing, right? We heard nothing. So I'm back up there listening to it in headphones, and you hear him go, "Are you my grandmother?" And then you're underneath of it.
What?
No. I was like, here you go.
I'm leaving and never coming back.
I was like, this is yours. I'm the fuck out of here. See you later.
Yeah, that's.
But I mean, like this was years of stuff like culminating over and over again. Like little thing. I remember one time, same thing, same situation, right? Recorder. I'm with him. There's no point where like any of us could manipulate what was going on. I don't know how this stuff works. Anyway, he was eating cheese and goes, "You want a piece of cheese?" And this thing goes like I heard it later on, and it went, "Move out, dickhead." And what? Another one where I was like, "Dude, what the
Cussed at you?"
So I
He doesn't like cheese.
Not
doesn't like. Yeah, I wouldn't do that again.
To like, I don't know. I'm not like a spiritual person or anything. I think that like to keep it long and short, like I think we die and go to the ground and make trees, and that's the end of that for me personally. So
yeah, I mean it's you know, I've had one of my buddies is a paranormal investigator. He's a photographer. He'll do weddings and bands. That's how I met him. He was photographing a band, but he has a channel, a YouTube channel, Spirit Walk Paranormal, and he goes to these scary ass places and investigates, and he gets some good shit. Of course, I'm not there, and people viewing aren't there, but I mean these are some of the creepiest places around here that I know of. They're just creepy, There's a hospital. Well, it's not it's not abandoned, but anyway, it's an old mental hospital. It's Western State Hospital, but before that it was called the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, and the place is massive. It's a huge place. My dad actually worked there when he was in high school. He was a butcher. Not like a scary butcher, but like because they made all their they grew all their own food basically, and and had their cattle. So he was a butcher apparently. But I mean it was a mental asylum, and back in like the late 1800s, you could take your wife there if she had dementia, because they thought you were crazy,
Yeah.
That's what they thought back then. But I mean, you can tour it now, and you can do ghost tours and stuff. I don't think he's explored there, but like that Ghost Adventures has been there, and like all those ones that are.
You guys are my favorite. It's that might be my favorite unintentional comedy that's on Ghost Adventures.
Why?
So the show's great. I think it's laid out excellent. But I remember there's an episode where the guy, the main guy, Zach, he is laying in a bed, right? And apparently this woman's spirit goes around touching people at night. And he's laying there and he goes, "Can you come in here and touch me?" And then
I do that every night. Every night.
"Do you want to have sex with me?" So I'm telling, go find it.
I'm gonna find that one for sure.
The whole show's on Hulu, right? Find that episode. It's on Reddit.
I used to watch that one all the time too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Great show.
Do you want to have sex with me?
Some of that shit's got to be made up. It just has to be to keep rating.
To keep it going, yeah. There can't be an experience every single time.
But I mean, I've asked Danny. You know, he's sat here with me a couple times, and just doing shows and stuff. And I'm like, does that really happen? He's like, you'd be, because I mean, he's had some experiences. His mom passed away, when he was young, and he had his experiences with growing up and stuff. And I mean, he's caught some things that like you can't explain, like things that have happened really near here, and like he's brought his spirit box here. I'm like, Danny, if you bring something in my house, I'm good.
We're gonna have problems.
The last time he was here, though, something. Okay, so I had a different camera than I have now, but the way the camera's set up, the way this one's set up, I don't know if it could happen to this one, but the camera shut off completely, but we were still being shown on the screen.
Right.
And there's no, like, how can we be shown on the screen if there's nothing? If
there's no camera.
There's no, the camera was completely, like, I touched it, it was hotter than hell. But I mean, that happens anyway because it's on, but it was off. I had to like completely reboot the camera to get our image back live. But I mean, it was still live. It's on the show. Like, you can watch it still.
That's
but
weird.
like, but I found out why, because he was at an investigation like a previous week or something at this lady's house. She was having problems with like poltergeist kind of stuff, and she was a collector of antique mirrors. If you know anything about paranormal things, mirrors like a portal or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
He was parked in my driveway, and he had the mirror in his trunk.
Good.
So that's good. That's similar. My buddy's house, his mom, she bought and sold on eBay antique dolls. And like I said,
no, you can't do that.
The guy's house is built in the 90s. Now, yeah, that place took me from this shit's not real to I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's crazy. Like, yeah, there's definitely things out there that you can't explain. Whatever it is, I don't know, but
but he had to do that. He had to do that.
Well,
but that, yeah, I mean, you
trying to
still
bring
watch.
things to your house. He's
Huh?
trying to be friends. He was trying to bring things to your house.
He thought you were lonely, I guess.
Apparently, I don't know. I don't know.
You have one chance.
He hasn't been back. I didn't invite him back for Halloween. I did a show with the guy that was actually on that show, in North Carolina. Anyway, you can watch the one where the camera shut off. It's still on there.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see that. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'll send you it's the not this past Halloween, but the Halloween. No, it wasn't Halloween at all. Never mind. I'll send you the link. I know.
Okay.
Okay. Now back to Crown. I mean, whatever you guys are. What was the withered crowns or withered?
Red chair. We are red chair.
red chair.
Yeah.
All right. Let's listen to Skyline. This is my personal favorite. I don't know why. Just I mean, I like all of them. It's right up my alley. It's the kind of stuff I listen to, and I'm honest about that. It's good shit. What is Skyline about? Let's listen to this. Let's let the people hear what you guys have with Skyline.
Good, man. Awesome.
What's the song about?
Oh, do you want to hear about it first? I thought you wanted.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So
or after, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
We can talk about it first. So. Okay. I remember this is how we always do songs. Like, we always get the instrumentals pretty much done first before we tackle lyrics. It's just how it works for me, because I'm usually the one that's doing most of the lyrics. So, we had the song put together, and him and I were sitting together in the basement. And I was like, I want to write a song about something like with the afterlife. And he came up with a really good idea. He was like, what if we like flip the script and it's from the perspective of the person who has passed on already, like what their experience is. So, like most songs are like, oh, you've died, I miss you, come back, blah, blah, blah. It's not the same. Like it's the complete opposite point of view. So all of the lyrics are constantly talking about like what's going on, what it's like, what you're experiencing, that type of thing. So
that's crazy that we were just talking about paranormal stuff then.
Yeah, that was a cool segue.
That was unplanned.
Yeah.
Maybe Danny. Yeah, maybe Danny's here.
Maybe he's here. He left the mirror with you.
Hello, Danny boy. You guys know the song. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what the song's about.
You will see me jump off the screen for a minute. I'm just going to run to the kitchen and I'll be right back. But
okay.
Enjoy Skyline. This is my favorite of all of them. I like them all, but this is my favorite for now. We will talk to Crimson Throne when we come back. Here is Skyline. I love it. It's
Sweet,
it's freaking. I mean, I was running to the kitchen and trying to run back, and I was like, I don't want to miss it.
I'm missing it.
Missing it. I can hear it out of the headphones, but still, it's not the same. You know.
Right.
What a great song, man. Okay, what? Please tell me there's more coming up, because that's. I mean, there has to be, right? You guys
Dude, I have so many songs just like in the vault. It's just a matter of like, we need to sit down and like go through them, because I get in these phases, or him and I will get in the phase where it's like, okay, we're just gonna write something today, or write across, this week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we really first started getting serious about it, like him and I sat down for like a summer, like maybe a week, where he was coming over every day. And I think we wrote like almost every single song on the EP, like during that time, other than like Circles and I think Lost. But the other ones, like we just sat down for a week and just wrote it all. Man, yeah, it's just we just get in the flow sometimes, but sometimes
so nothing really planned out. You just whenever you get to the point.
There's stuff that's like pretty much done.
Yeah, like we're gonna have some singles coming up soon. Like I'm getting something finalized right now, just making sure I'm happy with all the ideas before I take it to my friend so we can record it. But yeah, stuff will be out soon.
Well, I'm so glad I met you guys in Baltimore and saw you briefly, because I enjoyed listening to the music. Like I said, it's on a lot of I have different playlists for different situations, not masturbation. I said that.
I want to be your one and only.
We'll get there. We're gonna come up with a song. Make it.
Oh, it's funny, but no, it's very good stuff. And don't stop doing it. Just keep pounding that shit out. And that has nothing to do with the masturbation thing I just said. But,
I don't know. You're not using good words right now.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm still an amateur at this. It's still not a good. It's not a good word to say either. It's like what are we talking about? Anyway,
let me start over again. Can I start? Let's just start this show over. I don't like what I was talking about. Okay.
Run it back. 7 o'clock.
Just delete it.
We gotta do this all over again.
But no, it's really good stuff, guys. It really is. And I want to come back to Zen West or wherever bring it to Clarksburg. There's really nowhere to play, but we'll set you up on the porch out here.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll play for nobody, man.
or February would be good. We still need a third band to play with us in February, but it's in Southern West Virginia, so that might be a kind of a hike for you guys. But we don't have traffic, so you get here right on time.
We can plan it. We might be able to figure it out. Who knows?
Yeah. It'd be awesome. But yeah, it's really good stuff, and I look forward to hearing what else you guys come up with. What is that sound?
Your furnace, right?
No, I'm right by the airport, but it sounds like a lawnmower. Who would be mowing You can't mow the snow. Well, maybe you can.
Oh my God, dude!
I think it's raining. I looked out. I did briefly look out the window when I was in the kitchen. I think it's raining, which is shitty for people that can't drive.
Do we have time for me to rant really quick? Because you just
we have plenty of time. Mm-hmm.
I'm about to unload.
I would even mute myself.
You just said who would be like mowing their lawn like at this time? My fucking neighbor. He would mow the lawn. So
can we call him out by name, please? Let's do that.
No.
Oh, damn it. That's how you end things like that.
He's such a cool guy and he's really nice, but like
really not if he mows the snow.
He's just oblivious is his problem. He's just
ever vacuumed the driveway though? Have you ever vacuumed the driveway?
No, I haven't gotten to that. I haven't gotten to that stage in life yet. But like it was 11 o'clock at night and he's out there and he's mowing the lawn in the rain.
He had to get shit done. He had company
in the rain. I'm like, dude.
Did he have lights on it though, where he could see?
No, it was pitch black. He couldn't see shit. And he has a pond back there. And I'm like, dude,
yeah.
He could just fucking
he was doing it for the fish. Maybe he was high. Who knows?
Well, he does do that too.
It could have felt really good to mow that lawn in the rain.
In the rain, yeah. I don't know. But he's just always doing something. Mm-hmm. And that was like
we can't know his. Can we know his first name? Can we ever allowed to know his first name, or is that going to give it away?
First name's Cole.
He sounds like a douche. All right. Let's get him on the show. We'll ask him why.
Okay.
Why he does things.
What are you doing? Why is it always at midnight when you're
just why? Just
working with power tools?
well, you said it's a neighbor, right? Is it right next door to you?
Yeah, it's like a townhouse. So like,
were you being loud? Maybe you were loud, and he was just creating even more noise.
I was sleeping.
Do you snore though? Because some people are like.
I used to
vibrate the walls.
My weight, but now I don't snore anymore.
That you know of. Well, you're asleep. How do you even know you snore, right?
Well, my girlfriend was there, and she's the one that woke me up. And then I had to go and yell out the window.
Deal with Cole.
Why are you mowing the lawn? And he was
what
like,
did he say?
Sorry.
Did he answer you?
He just said sorry.
Maybe he didn't know that he was even doing it. You know, I mean, there's.
Hey, maybe you woke him up.
Maybe I woke him up. Yeah. Who knows?
Sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Power tools.
Sleep mode.
So sometimes when I have, well, not sometimes, but when I have these, like the holidays come up, I like to do special shows, but not real special. I still like to have guests because that's what the show's about, right? Mm-hmm. So last year I had 2 bands on for Thanksgiving, which wasn't confusing. You'd think it would be, but it wasn't. I've had 2 bands on for Christmas before, but this year I'm not doing anything special. But the way it worked out with the schedule is kind of funny because the band the day before Thanksgiving and the band the day after, not even from America, don't even celebrate Thanksgiving. So they don't even have Thursday off, you know? So it's right. Weird how this happened. So Paula Foggia is from China, and they've been on the show before a couple years ago. They're going to be back on the show. They have a new album out. It's badass. They're going to be on tentatively, because we kind of tentatively talked last night. Because, you know, when it's 7:09 here, it's 7:09 a.m. there, so it's completely flipped.
Right.
But 7:09 a.m. like the next day, so it's weird how these things happen. But they're going to be on at 8:30 on this Wednesday, and Eastern, so you don't have to worry about being up at 8:30 a.m. because they're going to be up at 8:30 a.m. But they picked it. Last time they were on, we did it midnight my time, and it was noon there. But really cool band, and actually the guitar player lead guy is from Morgantown, so that's kind of cool. So it is English speaking, you know. But so then we'll do Turkey Day, and then Friday be the 29th at 3 p.m. Eastern will be Flanger from the UK, and these guys sound like, I don't want to say they sound like Tool because they do, but they don't. But their influences like Tool and Korn and things like that. So there's some Korn influence. You can really hear the influences in their stuff. So, and my buddy Tom will be co-hosting with me. He lives in London, and he'll be co-hosting that show with me.
Nice.
And Sunday, this is cool. This is a band I think that you guys should link up with and try to get some tour dates or something, at least up the East Coast or something. American Theory is going to be on Sunday at 6 p.m., same time as you guys, 6 p.m. Eastern. And I just kind of met them because, there's a band called Sunbreak out of Augusta, Georgia, that's playing a show in Gastonia, North Carolina, which is right outside of Charlotte. And they're playing in December. And I missed the last time that they played that down this way, but I'm going to go to the show with Sunbreak and Shallow Signals, and I think there's one other band, but the headliner is American Theory. I was like, who's this band? Because they have like 8,000 followers. I was like, there's no way that they're even going to answer me. You know, I usually don't even engage because what are the chances they're going to, why do they want to be on this show? You know, but they're going to be on, damn it. They're going to be on this show on Sunday. Cool. And, but yeah, I'm going to link you, you know, I'll send them your profile and, you know, yours to them. Mm-hmm. And hopefully you guys can link up somehow because it's similar stuff, you know, and it's, you know, I think you guys would be good.
If I was a tour promoter, I would put you guys on the same tour. You know,
we're looking for it, man. We'll do whatever.
Yeah,
but they will be on Sunday at 6 p.m. So tune in for that crap if you want to listen to me talk about crap again, and we'll ask them a different round of questions. This is kind of a good idea, and this will start with you guys. If I continue to do this, let's see if this will work. So with that offstage segment, why don't you guys come up with a question for the next guest? So the next guest would be American Theory.
And this is totally you.
Yeah.
This is all you.
Even if they see this, you know, I won't make a clip. I won't make a clip of it or anything. But like, you know, we'll just put this at the end, and I'll start doing this. I'll try to start to do this at the end of every show because sometimes I don't even know who the next guest is myself. You know, so it can be for anybody. But But now we know it's American Theory. They're from Charlotte. But what's a random question that from Crimson Throne that I could be like, okay, Crimson Throne came up with this?
Before we come up with the question,
sure.
How X-rated can it get? That's what the information we need to know.
Okay, my show on YouTube is not all ages. It's not an all ages show, so you're allowed to cuss. Basically, it's the 13 and up one.
Oh man!
So you're allowed to get a little bit. You know, you can get
raunchy, but not too.
Try
crazy.
not to get as raunchy. You know, because then it's not. You know how it is.
He can do this. He can do this.
Yeah.
But just something for them.
Circle back to me. Give me like 5 minutes. You guys.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going to give you the 5 minutes to plug because this is the time to plug the band. You want to plug the band, Anthony? I think Chance should plug the band.
Come on, Chance. Talk to the people. They love you. No, I mean, we have the most recent album we have out is If Only, and it's just a couple songs on the EP. Skyline's the newest single. All of our music is on all the streaming platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. What is the other one that we recently discovered? What was that one called? Title, yeah, that's a cool one too. If you haven't figured out what that is, that's a really cool one. It's like got the highest streaming data on there, so the sound quality is like way better than anything else. So that's something to check out. But we got social medias. We have Instagram, Facebook. In the process of doing like a TikTok, because that seems to be like the thing now. A lot of metal bands are figuring out different ways to reach new places. So those are our areas. And
I'm looking at. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm looking at Matt, just deep in thought over there. Just like
I'm having a hard time over here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're having a hard time now. Come on, dude.
I can come up with some crazy ones, but I'm thinking like, what's one that has actual substance that's not going to be laughed at immediately?
Because Matt's gonna watch that show, right?
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm vested now.
You're committed.
Oh jeez.
But anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you. It just threw me off because I looked over to Matt and I was like, he's like the thinker. Was it the thinker, the statue? That's like
he's like. No, but I mean,
on the 28th.
Say again.
December 28th.
Oh yeah, we'll have another show. Frank put together another one. It's right after Christmas. It's going to be December 28th at Morseburger's Tavern. And I don't know if he hasn't shared the lineup with us or anything yet. That usually comes a little bit later, but it's another show to look forward to. We'll get some videos. We like to post them on YouTube. And we post clips. I'm going through the clips now, the ones that we got from the last show. And I'm going to try and like create a reel just so people can see what it would sound like live and everything if they don't go to the show. So yeah,
nice.
That's about all we got as of right now.
Cool. Well, definitely keep me in the loop with new stuff. If you want to premiere something on the show, I do that every once in a while. I haven't done it in quite a while, but if the song comes out at midnight, we'll call in here at 11:30 at night and we'll premiere it if you want to.
Cool, man. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be cool. All right, Matt, what you got?
Oh my God, nothing. Would you? Let's think about this. I'm trying to come up with something that's not just crazy for no reason. This is tough.
It's hard for him to think normally.
Yeah, you set the boundary of like it can't be crazy, and
all right, I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit more time. Okay. On the so the Sunbreak and American Theory shows is the 7th in Gastonia, North Carolina, which is right next to Charlotte. So if you're in the area, it's at the Rooster. I don't know why they didn't call it the Cock. I'm going to ask them that when I get there for sure. I'm one of those people. I will do that. My friends in Dream the Heavy, which is the new tattoo I have, which is on my arm here. It's their logo. They are having this thing called the Wonder Ball, the Winter Wonder Ball in Pittsburgh at Spirit. It's on the 21st, and you can get tickets through them or Eventbrite. I think it's through Eventbrite. You can get tickets through there if you're in the area. I will be there, and there will be 4 bands and a bunch of vendors and some food and crap there. So if you need something to do before Christmas, that would be the place to go if you're in Pittsburgh. And then a band that they didn't play in Charlotte, that's Milestone, but I met one of the members there. Lilith Rising is the band. I don't know too much about them, but tentatively they are scheduled to be on the show on the 2nd of January. That's all I got for that. So that's all I have. All right, Matt, you're up.
All right. So this is less of a you're gonna just have to watch people argue about this one because I can't find 3 people.
I'm down. I like arguments.
All right. So, is a taco a sandwich and why?
Is a taco a sandwich and why? Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, that
So
wasn't raunchy at all.
No. Because I was
unless you're talking about a specific kind of taco. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
The complete opposite way. I could. Yeah. I mean, we could. Really,
it's like is a hot dog sandwich.
we could really go.
He could get way crazier, but
that's a simple one. But people are arguing over it.
Okay. If you change your mind, you know how to get a hold of me. So the show's not till Sunday, so if you think of something, I mean, I will use that. Yes. But if I will give you a chance.
If you give him more time to,
I'll change my mind. Don't worry.
Yeah, I can use that as well. I can just act like that was my question. You know, as part of the thing. You know, because that's come on. I know you have something better than that. Come on, I'm giving.
I do.
Just spit out a crazy one. Anything.
Just go raunchy. Do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
My mother, I'm sure, is not watching anymore.
But I'm positive mine is. So hang tight.
What? What happened? Did I miss something?
No, I said, but I'm positive that mine is. So hang tight.
Okay. All right. Well, just get a hold of me. Just get a hold of me if you change your mind. If you don't want to, if you want, just get a hold.
I'll think of something crazy. Don't worry.
Okay, so I will be back on Sunday with American Theory. I will link you guys up. If you guys have a little bit of time, like 5 minutes or something, I'll talk to you right after Kill the Live Stream, just to give you a formal goodbye. You know, this isn't a good goodbye. I mean, it is, but it's not. But it's a see you later because we'll have you guys back on. Come back anytime. You're welcome to come back. It's the music's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
I've got to somehow change this board within 2 minutes because I shafted myself with the outro song because it's only 2 minutes and 48 seconds. So I got to hurry. But I always change. This has been I guess a tradition, a show tradition since the beginning. I had this board. It was different than this one because the other one was completely shredded. It used to be up on the wall like in pieces. But I would always change I call it a marquee. I guess that's what it's called. But I would always change the marquee, put the next show number and the next band. Sometimes I don't know the next band, so I won't change it. But I do. American Theory. So I gotta take all that off there and put American Theory. Thankfully, I have it all set up. So I'll be okay. Show notes. Okay.
Hey, drop the first band that you played in the show opener in our chat, so I can.
I will. Tales of Creature. Yes. But yes, I will do that. And Pallets is going to play us out of the show with a song called Forest Green. And I've talked to them. Last night actually, or yesterday, about being on the show. So I sent them an email. Hopefully they are smart about it, like you guys. Yes, we'll be on the show. When can we schedule? That's what I need. Now there's 3 of you, and we're missing Brendan.
Yes,
Brendan. So I expect I am at 596 subscribers. I'm sure Matt subscribed, hopefully. But I'm at 596. I need to get over that threshold. I need to get over that. I've been teetering in the 590s for a minute. So individually, go subscribe. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. You don't ever have to watch me again. I know I'm annoying as shit, but you just turn off the notifications. I don't really care.
I'm subscribed, so if the other 3 subscribe, we are gonna get you like as blue balled as possible. You're gonna be at 599.
No, that's not. That doesn't help. I mean, thank you, yes, but no.
I can go talk to my wife downstairs and say, Megan, subscribe. But
yes, do it. It really helps. I need to get to 1,000 this year or next year. I mean, not this year. That's not gonna happen. It might though.
Who knows?
Never say never.
Still got another full month.
I do, yeah. Let's do the push. You guys with me?
Yep, we got you.
Cool. All right. Yeah, go do that. Go do that stuff. And one other thing. I swear this is the last thing, maybe. But I talked to. Okay, so the guy I had designed my website quit. I can't get a hold of him at all. Like he's just gone, and I don't have the time or the patience to figure out how to do a website. So I'm waiting for this other person I got a hold of to help me with the website and get it more up to date and to where I can, there's affiliate stuff on there that I need to put on there. I owe you guys a coupon for Sticker Mule also. Remind me, and I will do that, or I will do that after the show. Yeah. Did I give you guys anything other than a card at the show? I can't remember. Did I have anything with
just the
Just
card?
the card.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn it! I'm such an idiot. No. Okay, so I had, these weren't in yet when I left for that tour, but I have these stickers. I will send you guys. Send me your snail mail.
Yes.
Plus, I have temporary tattoos for your forehead or your ass or wherever you want to put them. Temporary tattoos,
Right
and
on the edge.
I need to order some more of these, but I have these also
Cool.
to send to you guys. So
Yes.
send me your snail mail. I will send you some crap and to put on your whatever, put on your ass,
That's good.
whatever. All right. What was I doing? Oh, pallets. Yeah. All right. Here's pallets with Forest Green, and I will see everybody on Sunday with American Theory from Charlotte at 6 p.m. Main Street. Thanks, guys. It was very nice having you guys on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, man. This was awesome. This was fun.
We'll see you.
See you.
Bye.